The multiverse unleashed. Let's talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. As this does continue with Phase 4 of the MCU, bringing an end to the MCU Spider-Man Home trilogy, as we do see John Watts come back to direct this. As it is about Peter Parker's identity being revealed, he is unmasked, and is just unable to separate being a superhero to being a regular high school student now. But after he asks Doctor Strange for help, these stakes just become even more dangerous, forcing him to truly discover what it means to be Spider-Man. And at the time, yeah, a lot of stuff of this movie got leaked online. It featured some of Hollywood's worst secrets yet, but yet watching it on screen, it was just amazing. This was pretty much the film that Spider-Man fans wanted, as it just did not disappoint. But the cast in this, they were amazing. We do see Tom Holland's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, back in this. And Tom Holland did give a great performance in this, as we do see the character go through a lot in this, as both of his lives are merged into one. So he is struggling with that as his friends are suffering along him. But we do see more Zendaya, Michelle, MJ, Jacob Batalon's, Ned, and their dynamics in this film was amazing. We do see more of Marissa Tomei's Aunt May, who has much more of a bigger role in this, and she was great with that. We do see more of Jon Favreau's Happy Hogan, but we also do get Benedict Cumberbatch back as Doctor Strange, and it was great to see his dynamic with Spider-Man in this, as it was more like a work-colleague dynamic. It wasn't him mentoring Spider-Man. They were just co-workers in this. And that was a very fascinating dynamic to see. But also with this film, it reintroduced Charlie Cox's Daredevil, Matt Murdock, back in the larger MCU. And that was just brilliant to see. But also with this film, we did get a lot of iconic Spider-Man villains back. From Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, and he was more of a menace in this. We did get Alfred Molina back as Doc Ock, Jamie Foxx back as Electro, Thomas Hayden Church back as Sandman, Rhys Ifans back as the Lizard. It was just great to get a lot of these older villains back in this, and just the story surrounding them was fascinating. But the worst kept secrets in Hollywood was that we got Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back as their versions of Spider-Man, and it was just amazing to see them on screen after so many years, as they still got it. But I do got to say, it was Andrew. He was the one that stole the show, honestly. And now there are people campaigning for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, where the heck were you guys in 2014? But there were just great Spider-Man moments in this with the three of them. That was just brilliant and super entertaining to watch. And also, it was fun to get more of J.K. Simmons as the MCU's version of J. Jonah Jameson. Completely different than his version in the original films, but yet it was still super cool. But with this film, just a lot stood out. How it introduces the multiverse concept to just the character stories, the character struggles in this, as it also does have great cinematography and an amazing score once again. Michael Giacchino just does great when it comes to composing, and just his Spider-Man themes has just been iconic. And with this film, it does have its humorous moments, its great action moments, its serious, but yet its sad, heartbreaking moments too. Just seeing Peter struggle, what he goes through, that can be a lot. This film is 20 years of celebration for Spider-Man in film, and it just nailed it with that. As just nothing felt forced, whether it's referencing films from the past, showing its love for the Spider-Man character, and so much more. I don't care that this included fan service. It worked, and as a fan, I am happy. But also, as a fan, I cannot lie, I wanted more. Give us a 4-hour cut of this film. But I also liked how, it didn't focus on, the unnecessary characters either. Well, except Flash. He had no development in this trilogy. But he was really the only one. It was most of the other characters served their part in the story pretty well. But besides that, this was such a phenomenal Spider-Man movie that it is just an epic time to be a huge Spider-Man fan. Overall, with Spider-Man No Way Home, it was such a phenomenal Spider-Man movie. Fans of all types of Spider-Man films will definitely enjoy this. as it did great celebrating this character, showing its love for this character, and bringing the 3 live-action Spider-Man onto the big screen. It was great to see Tobey, Andrew, and Tom on screen together in this. And hopefully we see more of them on screen together in the future. Overall, this is one of my favorite Spider-Man films. This is one of my favorite MCU films. It was just amazing. But have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.